He's one of the candidates challenging Antonio Villaraigosa for mayor. David Saltzberg, a.k.a. Zuma Dogg, is here, and he's taking your questions. Mayoral candidate David Zuma Dogg Saltzberg answers the questions that you emailed to us earlier, so we'll check that out. All right, mayoral candidate David Saltzberg back with us. He was with us in the first hour. He's better known throughout the city as Zuma Dogg. He's hosted his own public access cable TV show, and he's a regular at city council meetings, speaks out as a member of the public.
Yes, good morning. Please excuse these media cameras. It's here to cover the citywide phenomenon of this Zuma Dogg for mayor. Please open up. Does anybody have an LA Times? I heard that they quoted me extensively in the LA Times today as they cover the candidate for mayor.
Sporting a different look today, David Saltzberg, Zuma Dogg, is with us in studio. And, you know, we asked people to email into you with specific questions, and let me just share a couple of them with you.
They said, why are you wearing a tie? That was the first question.
You know, I'm running for mayor, and the Zuma Dogg, the character's nice, and but when you're running for mayor, I found people tend to run the other way when you wear a black ski cap and sunglasses.
Yeah, you want to play a little more mainstream this morning. All right.
I'm going for votes. I'm going for market share. I'm going for market share, and I'm reaching a lot of viewers, and this is, you know, what the next mayor of Los Angeles could possibly look like.
All right. Can you please ask David what his thoughts and plans are for the school system? That's from Jerry.
Yes, well, I'd like to say as I became an activist and looked at the big problems in the city, the biggest problem is LAUSD, the school system. They can't produce graduates, people drop out, they go into crime, and then the city can't even find workers to run the city. Unfortunately, the jurisdiction of LAUSD is not under the mayor's office. However, I will be doing everything, #1 priority, and as mayor, I need to work with parents in the community and also educate them as to how they can help prepare their kids, because I like to say it is not the job of LAUSD to raise kids.
From Byron, he says, you made a good point regarding the budget crisis. I'd like to know what your plans are for illegal immigrants who commit crimes, also your plans for LA's gang violence.
Well, you know, that's obviously the #1 job as mayor is to ensure public safety, and you know, I know the people want the mayor to do much more regarding public safety. So regarding illegal immigrants, people here illegally that are committing crimes, that has to be the top priority. I'll be working with the police department. We've heard of Jamil's Law, and we have Special Order 40.
So you're a supporter of Jamil's Law?
We don't need Jamil's Law. The signatures were not gathered. I'm great friends with the Shaws. I love and support them, and although Jamil's Law didn't pass, we can accomplish the spirit of Jamil's Law and accomplish the goal through current legislation of Special Order 40. I'll be working on that top issue.
You know, we talked a little bit about the budgetary problems in LA. How do you propose to maintain the fire department, animal shelters, given the budget situation? And can you guarantee that these services will not be cut?
Okay, I'm ready.
From Matt in Venice.
I'm running for mayor of Los Angeles, not Santa Claus. Anybody that comes and tells you that we will not be having cuts in this economic crisis after the mayor squandered a record revenue like MC Hammer, you know, as mayor, we have to make the tough decisions. We have to have a fire and police and animal safety #1. We're going to have to probably reduce hours at the library and parks. You know, if I told you, gee, we'll have to open the libraries a little bit shorter and have the parks closed before midnight, so you can have trash removal and police services, yes, something's going to have to give, unfortunately.
So the trash removal and police services, for example, would be lower on the priority of those things that you would cut?
Well, I'm saying nobody, we're talking about cutting library and parks and recs, and nobody wants anything cut. We're going to have to make some hard cuts, otherwise you will have trash piling up, and you'll call 911 and nobody will be coming that day.
What else would you cut?
Well, again, I think that the main thing to focus on is the efficient mismanagement, the immeasurable waste through bureaucracy, and I have my 14-point plan based on Dr. W. Edwards Deming, quality management guru, and so just by addressing the fraud and the waste and the abuse, you know, making it more efficient, that will, you know, you could save up to 1/3 of the budget. Just immeasurable amounts of money just being squandered and wasteful.
That's your big thing, is that LA is just fraught with bureaucracy that's bogging the system down and costing us money. That's your big thing. You'd streamline a lot, is what you were saying. I just want to squeeze one more email question in.
Yes, thank you.
It's, Mr. Waller, will you help get the city to figure out something as simple as a no left turn sign? I don't know.
Well, you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, because you do focus on certain specifics. I guess he's saying that he watches your public access show, and there's so much money being wasted by the city on bad traffic signals.
Yes,
you made that point before, yeah.
Here's a great example of a public advocate. I noticed the left turn signal problem. I followed up with a council member. They said, yes, the auto sensors that we've installed are problematic. So then, as mayor, yes, the #1 problem people complain about is traffic, and you had the city, through the non-efficiency, make the problem worse through failing auto sensors.
All right. Want to thank you for being here. You've
What I
handled-
missed?
I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
how come she wasn't here for my segment? What do you think I came
You know,
here for?
I
Jillian
had to go to the
is.
bathroom, and then I ran into Shirley Manson.
Oh,
You should be glad that she was here for your first
Hey, when
segment.
Shirley Manson's tripling your taxes, you know, you'll say, I wish Zuma Dogg was there.
Next, in Ask Jillian, a young woman was. That's the kind of righteous indignation
There
you
you
can
go.
look forward to if Zuma Dogg gets hit. How to meet guys who